Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 85 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field and put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no one there to stop him. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend of the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off again.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts, 1st down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Wilson. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcon 17-yard line.
There's Wilson to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, and you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll drop to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check match.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The Falcons are 12-2 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. That time a 6-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Now Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Go check, go check.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stopped.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds at the 11.
Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
There's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Wilson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Rattler, 18 Rattler, Buffalo 18. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, Mostert, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
You force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. This taken in by Kincaid. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Viking, 18.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Jamison Williams with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go play action now. Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 30. First down, Colts.
Here's Wilson. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 38-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes. but they'll say it's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get...
Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get a bit closer.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
16.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamison Williams, 34 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colts coming out now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 4.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man, he's got Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Throwing again here, Wilson. That'll be caught right side by Reed. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalton Kincaid with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as well as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, pioneer. Let go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. That is intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's across midfield, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. There's Wilson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Wilson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This now a 3rd and 4.
Dragon 60. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
18, Robert, 18, Buffalo, 18. Mustang, 19. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd and 4. That is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Back to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it, and this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one, and then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield.